Welcome, Shadowleague gamers. Hope everyone's having a good evening, day, morning. If not, I hope it gets better. In most cases, things can always be worse. So be thankful for what you have and the time that you're here, and be kind. Until you shouldn't be. Anyway, excuse me. So, sorry, I had to get a little drink of some Gold Peak sweet tea. No, this is not an ad, but it is my favorite, so I'll be honest. So basically, I had jumped on. If you watched any of my first game ever video, you'll know that I like to build, I like to defend. Now I like to PvP a little more, not as much, or not a whole lot more, but it can be fun. So this is now my officially my second base. I still don't count the very first thing that I built because it was massive and it was gone like less than a day. And to be honest, this isn't even completely my second base. My son had actually hopped on and had been building a base much too large, and I had hopped on and joined him, and I fixed it. And then I built it even bigger. But there is a reason. So I know in the last video I said, you got to keep it small if you can. Obviously, you're going to have to make it some size because you're going to have power and turrets and stuff to defend if that's the route you're going. I'll have to go back and watch my other video to see what my upkeep was at the end days. Yeah, so let's talk. I have 4 cameras on my base. I have 4 turrets on the base. I keep saying my. This is definitely not my base. It's our base. Yes, I've done the majority of the building work and all the electricity. However, definitely been a big contribution with my son. So, from my son, too. Shout out to Code Slayer. Did I just hear somebody? Anyway, not that it matters. Yeah, so we got one here because there's a rock you can jump down on. I wanted to get rid of this. I almost got rid of it, but that is just the perfect spot. You cannot get to this from anywhere without dying from flame. It has definitely come down from 100 that I put in it to start, so it's definitely killed some people. Although now they don't really even try to get here because of the turrets. But it is a secondary defense, and it's good to have a few of those, clearly. This jump up is always just a pain in the butt. I'm really liking these ladder traps. I don't think I used any on my first base. But yeah, we got a pretty good spot up against a mountain. I'll go outside here when it's daylight and show you a little bit more. Access to the turret. I actually might put another flamer, move that. I don't know. I did start with a turret here, but it really wasn't the best spot for it. I needed to, and then the way the square chain link works, it is annoying. I actually on purpose put them up kind of high. I'm not trying to get the rando that's just running by the front of the base. As long as he doesn't get too close anyway. This one doesn't really pick them up much out in the field because I got the python in it. God help you jump on one of my rocks. Which, let me get rid of that. So I know you can do damage through a single chain link, but I don't really see a way that they could, I mean, I guess if they stood up there, they might be able to get a little shot at it, but, yeah, it's mainly to cover that. It's the only decent spot anyway that you can kind of get up and mess around without getting shot at first. You know, assuming I'm offline. I've now definitely figured out the whole locker thing. So I didn't get a locker last time. Didn't know how handy it was. Found a couple in a couple supply drops. So me and my son each have a locker now. Back entrance. I first was going to make this just as a completely impassable spot, so I started building a bunch of crap and dropping all the barricade. I didn't make any of those. Like, I found all those in crates and supply crates, and where did we go and do the monument? Was it power? I think we did the power plant. We got a lot of stuff there too, but yeah. So I don't know. I kind of like it. It's been a work in progress, but we've got a lot of stuff here now. No, I will not be going to the TC. Just in case. I mean, there's not really many people on this server. But yeah. I don't want to give anybody an advantage. Now, on the flip side of that, it's not going to matter if I show you the TC location. But I don't want to tell you why. Like, this is, I am trying to perfect an unrateable base. I think my third, like, obviously I'll leave this description on. There might be a few videos of this. Just like I did on the first one. But I think my third one is going to be unrateable base, and I'm going to put it to the test. I'm going to broadcast that I have like thousands of scrap or whatever it is that I have, high qual, and just basically put a box on the top of my base, and if you can get there and take it, it's yours. Maybe I'll do it as a vending machine. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Do it as a vending machine and just put ridiculously low prices for scrap. Yeah, anyway, that's a whole later on thing, obviously. Alright, little mini tour. Here we go. Let's do this. And for some reason on this map, frickin' Dome has crates every time. And I've only died once going to Dome out of probably 20 runs minimum. And even that time I respawned and grabbed a gun and caught the guy and got all my stuff and got it home. So there's a weird thing about Dome. I know there's been a bunch of bases around it. We've raided some of the smaller ones. We have, I don't like it. I'm not, my son's more into that. I like doing like little small ones, you know, hey, let's grab a few satchels and go break a door and see if we get lucky with something. And we've done several of those. Anybody in the valley, we've tried to keep people away. Well, now there is like nobody here, bro. Like, it's a little nuts. Now, this ended up being kind of weird because of the rocks. So, I mean, you can't get through this crack, but it does give you access to, you know, shoot it or whatever. I don't know, whatever. I just added the other blocker and the ladder blocks, put it down. So, yeah, kind of a nice little extra outer airlock. I don't know, I found a laser and I tried it out, and it does beep, and people like to annoy me and get down in here, but the problem is if you get down in here, you are not getting out alive. There's no jump ups. I guess you could have a buddy come and you might be able to get up over here, but I've tried, it doesn't work. You can come up here, but the turret will destroy you. Not to mention other little things. Just saying. It's my first windmill. I don't know. I think we got it on a raid. I do like the power for it. I don't even really need that large battery. I just got a couple mediums going on. And you can certainly jump over and kind of get a few places, but what are you going to do then? I mean, it's yeah, I like it so far. I was getting ready to go on some node runs. So of course I can leave this way. So I found it's a little ridiculous, okay? It is. Why the game decided to rando give me like 5 of those? Only a couple of them are from raids. Like, it's ridiculous. Oh, wait, nope, wait. I made that one. I think I said I didn't make any. I made one. And this is our backup base. And of course, access to the turret. Not really anything in here, but it's a handy spot to, if we do get raided or people or something's going on, we can pop here. If we're over at launch, we're just closer. And of course, we got the guard tower. We can go up and watch. We had a supply drop right down over here a couple nights ago. That was kind of nice. I got a couple of them in the dark that landed. One of them landed right over on the hill across there. Just gotten pretty lucky. So this base, oh, that makes it look so cartoony. It's just not rendering because it's so far. These boys have been busy. So we've been lucky enough to come in right after a raid and get a bunch of good loot. Like they grabbed it, ran, and yeah. He told me, of course, the green dot shows up on the map, so I found him pretty easy, but he's like, you can't get to me. Like, yes, I can. I know my walls. Oh, don't want to go too much further, though. Spikies. I don't think I can get... Ah! Oh, I caught it, too. Damn it. Damn it. Nope. Yeah. Oh. Get out of there. I am hurting. But you can kind of see what I'm talking about as far as, man, you don't really want to fuck with nothing here. You will die from bleed pretty quick and easy. So this is our main entrance. I need to beef this up a little bit. I think somebody came in and stole our horse's food, which I'm pretty sure, because you can crouch walk or jump through that and not die, because I do it. So I'm going to have to do something. I need an extra, I don't know, a couple berries, but you can walk right in here from up here too. So I was just trying to keep the horse, but it died. I wonder if I can pick it up. We need to put that in the back. That's what we need to do. I just like that because it's a nice little barrier for hopping in. Yeah, we found some crazy loot. Some people were raiding. We actually tried to take out the raiders. because it was pretty obvious they'd already gotten in, so they already got like to the first good loot, or all the good, getting a lot of the good loot right away. But they were running it back to base. But somebody was usually real close, so that didn't work out. Pretty tight little hallway. Handy. Some boom booms. Come in here. Shotgun traps. Ooh, I left a door open. Now this jump up has been a serious pain in the butt. I don't know if it's because it's a garage door. We actually didn't even have a door on it for a long time. Oh yeah, and then I had some high qual and a hammer in my hand and accidentally upgraded this wall. Like, you gotta be kind of careful. I do know I'm somewhere around 73 high qual a day. Don't tell anybody. We have a week's worth. Over a week's worth. Yeah. Everything we got, we recycled almost all of it. Yeah. Let's take a look at our cameras. Nice out the front to the valley, which I believe this one does as well. It's to the other side, out the front. And then we got, of course, the back door. It's not really going to show much. I screwed up. I didn't realize you couldn't pick up jail cell wall, whatever, or chain link. So, yeah, if you didn't know that, now you do. You have to break them, and let me just say that jail cell bars are not worth the, like, freaking 30 damn pickaxes or whatever the hell I'd have to use. And I'm not blowing up my own stuff. So, I mean, I'll break a barricade or maybe a little stone barrier, but oh, that was my bad. So, we've done a bunch of raids and done a bunch of looting, you say. Okay, well, prove it. Again, not taking it to the TC. It's very difficult to even get to, and, no. Alright, what do we got? So, yeah, the brown boxes are mine. I do not own box skins. Yet. I kind of like some, but it's still like it's pay to play, and I don't really do that. You know, $20 for the game, whatever it was, for a 10-year-old game, was worth it. Oh yeah, I got a little middle. Literally don't have to farm for like a week. Hazmat suit, anybody? Ridiculous. Oh, you want to go for a swim? Okay. Perhaps you need a new cell phone or something. No? Okay. Maybe you're just here for the guns. Alright. So keep in mind, these are the guns that weren't half damaged or worse. Which is about, and this isn't even all of them. We have another gun box, but it just has like a couple of each. Yeah, so a little bit of food. How am I doing here? Ate a little bit. We had a water thing on top, and people just kept coming up there. I'd have to listen to them drinking while I'm down here doing stuff. So I got rid of it, but not before we filled up like 7 of those. We got some downstairs too. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. What's this doing? There's wood. There's more wood. I hear a chopper. That does not need 1,000. I got 3 something, so about 600. You know what? We will throw 750 in there. sorry, doing a little bit of menial task. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show. I wasn't even going to stream this one, just because it wasn't all mine. But even my son kind of, he's like, I'm surprised you haven't been streaming this. So, at least wanted to show the 1 or 2 people that ever see this what I've been able to learn and accomplish without guides. So the only things that I have looked up or have looked up online for help is like what I need to like I'll try to repair something. I'm like, what the hell? I can't. Like, I've got metal and wood and stone and rope and it'll be something stupid like a gear or low qual. Like yes, I understand it's usually the stuff you make it with, but it was just real easier to check out Rust Labs online. They have been very nice, and again, I am not doing a promo or anything. I'm not getting paid, but I will say that the Rust Labs, very handy, very informative as far as items. Now, one thing I'm having trouble with, and that I may have to actually go and look up, is some Rustrition stuff. I think I have maxed out my knowledge of Rust electricity. I do want to do like a trap base at some point with the sensors and all that, and I do have sensors here. So I've got HBF sensors, Tesla coils, but like having it do something like somebody walks in and the door closes and then the turrets come out, like some stuff like that. I don't think I could. I mean, I could play with it a little bit and probably figure it out because I do know electricity in real life. It's just this isn't quite the same. Like, you don't generally lose much electricity when you just split it off, right? But, like, these things you lose, you lose 1 electricity every time you run electricity into it. So that screwed me up for a little bit. I had some issues. Generator just in case somebody decides to blow up my windmill. I can at least make my turrets last for a few hours, And it's actually something I need to do is probably go on a scrap run and get some crude. Start stocking up on that. I mean, I have some. I've got 3 flame turrets that each have like about 100 in them. This does not have any though. And I would like to either fill it up or at least put about 300 in there. You still have to turn it on, but yeah. So I think that's a lot of it. No like real secret spots or anything. Now I will say, so I put a barricade just a little off. This was kind of handy, and it's totally useless now because I can't get through there without getting scraped the hell up. I can jump out here, maybe move the camera and shit, but like there's no use for me coming out here. So that trap is now just useless. I guess I could drop a triangle metal in its place, but I don't even need another ladder thing somewhere, so. But it does let me get up here and be like, oh, hi. How are you doing? But, again, kind of pointless. I can't decide if I want to leave this door open or closed. Like, all I really have this here for is that rock. Got a barricade there, so if they come up around, they have to come that way. It also keeps anybody from like trying to like build right there from the rock and jump over and do like the roof is pointless. Like if somebody gets to the roof, oh yay, you got to my roof. Now what? Like there is a couple spots that you can get down. You're probably gonna hurt yourself a little bit, but generally, if you get up there, you can't move because my turrets will kill you. Or the flame turret will kill you, or... Yeah, this thing has been annoying. can kind of crouch and jump up to here, jump here. You can put the ladder down and it makes it much easier, but coming down doesn't, I don't know, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, I was going to go the other door. So I did leave this kind of open just for some access. I can come down in here. Hi. How's everybody doing? So my thought was I was actually going to do a turret one way, turret another way. But to keep a turret from taking damage, you have to have 2 chain link fences. Oh jeez. I'm just waiting for it to push me into the frickin' barricade one of these times. Oh, I don't think I can see the health of it without a hammer. That's cute. I'm stuck. Or if it's off, I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't damage it. Which is why I went this route, but then you had this big pole right where people were jumping up. My turret was like having issues, and it's like, screw it. So now I guess I got a box that nobody can get in or out of. It's a little ridiculous. I might break these at some point and make it a... I mean, then I could actually make another room here, maybe. But I don't need more room. It's just adding crap. I definitely don't want to go through a decay cycle. Because that just sucks, because there's some walls I can't let decay. So I actually did that. I got rid of all the stone. I upgraded the important walls to metal. And I took all the stone out of the TC. Because I just had a couple spots that were just horrible. Yeah. So... And I'm still not sure how we got these angles. Like... I can't build right here. I can't seal it. I can't, so, I mean, they don't want to jump down here, but they certainly can. The box might be tempting, but there ain't shit in it. Here, I'll even unlock that bitch. Here, open it. If you get up here, I will let you look in it to realize that you came for nothing. And then, you're going to be like, well, okay. I jumped in here, and I got up here. I see the flame turret, and then that goes nowhere. Oh, well, maybe I can squeeze out here. Flame. Death. Oh, well, maybe I can squeeze out up here. No. Yeah, they're screwed. Better have brought a ladder, buddy. That's the only way you're getting out. Throw a ladder in right there, because you cannot build anything else in here. And that was kind of, I don't know, it's kind of neat. I set it up to where you couldn't do any jump ups or anything, but it's just awkward. I was thinking of getting rid of this right here. I've got some pickaxes. Takes like 7 pickaxes to soft side a stone wall, to floor. And then I could put this guy like... I don't know, I'm just afraid they could crouch and grab the fuel out, or if, there are other ways to get up here, it's just stupid. Yeah. But I thought about just putting it just inside here. That way, anybody trying to jump down, like I could stick it right about here. You could even take the box out, maybe angle it. No, I don't think I'll need to move the box. I'll probably just put it right there. That way it'll do neat, and if they come right to that crack, flamed. If they come to that, I don't know if the flame will reach there, but if they come in, again, better have a ladder. I don't think I put a lock on this. So I will show you. It does make it pretty easy to get up. Just the whole thing's a little just weird. I actually left these doors both open for quite a long time because I didn't have the turret here, and of course you can't get in through this. And then I was like, oh, I need to guard it, so I put the gates up, or chain link up. And because even if they jump down here, like I guess they could bait it for a while and burn all the fuel out, and then they'd be able to break this. They wouldn't really be able to do much else. I guess if they started bringing C4, they could get in here and get my charcoal. Somebody actually soft raided into here. They broke one door before I added the extra layer out there. This had a jail cell door on it, and a flamethrower was sitting right here. I guess they baited it till it was gone and then broke. They must have blown it up or something. I don't know. They must have had a satchel or two, because it took out my first computer table, and I had a water tank right here, and that's when I just didn't even mess with it. I went up and broke the rain catcher. So quite the dealio. So again, just like last time, tell me if you think I'm doing well for my second wife. And we got like a week left or something. Last Thursday, right? Let's see. We got a week and a day till wipe. My son. Whoa. Okay. Set my controller down. I don't know what was happening. That was a little odd. Where am I? Why did I close myself down? Oh, usually I jump right down. And it's habit. Like I just hit the door right away. I'm trying to stay in the habit of leaving every partition, because as you can see, this shit's just gonna take forever. And you're gonna get into one section and be like, oh, there's a door. Okay. It's a single. Might be some boxes in there. Yeah, probably. We got a garage door. That's a little softer. Let's blow through that and see what we got. Oh boy, a box. Oh cool. I got some high qual. Yeah, no you won't. Smoke grenade. A couple chains, a couple jackies. Not really worth it, right? No, probably not. Not blowing through that. Not worth it. Oh, they've already got my food, so they've healed up. Cool. Okay, now they've blown that off. Now they have to make another decision. Alright, well, where's this go? If they don't go in the back, they won't know. Where's this go? Now that looks pretty serious. That is an armored frickin' wall, an armored frickin' door. That's just a garage door. Yeah, let's blow through this way. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. Which, if they do come through this way, I guess they could just grab the shotgun trap. I don't anticipate them getting to the core that easy. Oh, look, we got a lot of... Oh, shit. Okay, well, there's another... This has to be it. We got to be at the TC. We got 2 armored walls, sheet metal. Yeah, no, it's an airlock. Okay, well, we're outside again. Let's turn around. Oh, what's in here? Well, we saw that from the front. We know there's a window. And probably some stuff in here. Yeah, there's a few things. Yeah. Except that, no, not really. I don't put shit in my outer layer. So that's just like if we run in from a raid, we've got some empty boxes to drop shit in, and then we like just organize it later. And I did not shut that door. My bad. See, trying to get better. Always shut your doors, man. I can't remember. I guess it might be where I hadn't even gotten a TC down yet, but I had an airlock. But I didn't close the inner door, and I opened the outer door, and pow. Yeah. I didn't have shit, but the fact was, he got in when he shouldn't have gotten in. I did lose a bunch of metal ore and shit, because I don't do wood. If I can't make metal doors, stone walls, I'm not building a base. especially after all the very easy little tiny raids we've done going through wood windows and a single metal door. Like, mm-mm. Yeah. So, this is we're probably assuming that most likely they would have to come in up top. Full metal roof. No, not full metal jacket. Um, Possible they break all of the barricades, or at least one. Although, shitty for them if they break that corner. Because they're going to have to break at least 3 boxes and another barricade. So there's only one way in and out of this section. And you can go that far, and then you can get into the middle of those. So if they break that box, and then this box, that might get them away if they like came through there, right? But okay, so you got to my spare boxes. You got a nice load of guns, the metal. Whoop-de-doo. That's my spare shit. Like, I can still survive if you get through here. And plus, you're gonna have already set off alarms that notify me on my phone when certain boxes get emptied. So, good luck with that. Because I'll be in here by the time you've taken a box out. And I will seal it and kill you. Or kill you. Seal it. You won't get much. It's going to take you a while anyway. And then what are you going to do? Oh, we got a fringe. Oh, we got some syringes. Let's heal again. I took some blast damage off that C4 you were throwing. Why were you shooting rockets in this little space, dude? No, I don't know. I don't think people are that stupid. There are some, though. For example, and I wish I had actually been on here already. It's actually why I started streaming. So I'm just going along doing stuff. I think I was out on I think I was going out and getting wood. I had a chainsaw. I went and grabbed some stuff. Oh, I need to put that away. I don't know where to put it away, actually. I'm going to let's go up in here. Let's go to this box. Throw that there. Yeah, this is kind of like I just have like one of each gun. Now I got some high qual, a few bullets, an extra auto turret, a couple red cards, another flame turret. So, we're gonna take that. An extra dive suit because I didn't have room in the box full of fucking dive suits. But yeah, so they get in, they come in here, not really much. They might grab a little metal or a bunch. But if they're going balls deep, if they're going all out on this one, they're not here for the metal. The metal they'd probably take. The guns maybe, but if they've done other raids, they've got boxes like that. Like, I even told my son, like, if we do any more, like, we're just looking for stuff we don't have. Maybe another, but we can make everything. Like, can't even explain it. But, I mean, we have like 2,000 scrap because we've learned everything. Like, I guess we're going to save it for buying Jackies. But as you can see, I have 69 hours of upkeep. And that's just what's in the TC. I then have another 4... Well, like I told you, I got like 7 more days of high qual worth. I probably got at least that in metal right next to TC. I'd probably have to come up here for stone. But again, at least that long. I think it's 2,200 stone a day-ish. 20, might be a little more than that, 25. Metal's like $4,000 or more. It's a little nuts. The high qual's a little nuts, and I didn't realize armored doors had upkeep. I just, for some reason, I didn't think doors had upkeep. I thought walls had upkeep, but I mean, it makes sense. Doors can decay, certainly not as fast as this game makes it decay. Like, that shit's staying there for 100 years. You'll still find a rusted husk of doors here in 100 years, even if it's out in the rain, right? So, meh. Yeah. Got some little collections of little shit around the little stuff around the base. Sorry, excuse language. I think the first time they got in, they got through this window, which it was not metal. Which there wasn't really anything in here. It was the water tank, the computer station. There was some low qual in my generator, or low qual. Ooh, it's a little tired maybe. Low grade. But they really didn't get anything. And if they used any boom on to open a door, it wasn't worth it. And I'm sure they were not happy. They probably saw it because I've had a box here the whole time. So, although that's not the original box because they blew up the other. But there wasn't anything in that one either. I think there might have been like 2 stacks of charcoal, and then they got in below too, before I put on the extra layer downstairs. So they got into this. This is basically where my son's bed is. Right, my bed's upstairs. My locker's upstairs. But yeah, they got through this door, and it was open like this. This was not here. It was just. Or no, that was there. But they just came in, but it was open. There wasn't anything here. There was a furnace, a box, and another furnace. That door wasn't even there. You can actually kind of peek outside. You can't get through, but it's cracked. You know, so if you had something like if that door wasn't there, I could come in and get the shit out of the locker if it wasn't locked, that kind of thing. But all I had was charcoal in there. Yeah, they couldn't have been happy because they had to blow a door, and all they got was charcoal. It's great. And I do that on purpose. Like, how about you just play cool? Once you realize that mine's a beefy base, leave me alone. I'm not out raiding the hell out of everybody. So I don't want to be people raiding the hell out of me. So I have created 2 bases now that so far have been unraidable. You all saw my first one. Never got raided. All the way through wipe. Good. This is the one I had up on the mountain on the peninsula with the 3 turrets covering everything. Yeah. That was a bit more compact, only 2-story. I did use some rock there though, which I like building in the rocks. It's a natural defense. Like, you can't break it. It's just like having a free wall, you know? It's kind of like that one map. I don't remember what streamer it was, but he used the bus stop, did the bus stop base, unraidable base. I think he had like 2 armored doors that covered the front of the base, and the rest is impervious. It was all unbreakable. You know, part of the map. So I guess it's the only bus stop that's not close enough to a monument that it allows you to build. And he was like, oh, I'm running there because somebody else is going to grab it fast. Because then you just make a beefy, like death trap front hallway out of the bus stop. Never going to get to your TC. I mean, it's still possible, obviously. But... So, I have not put the oil rig cameras in. I didn't realize you could do this till this one, right? And again, I don't watch the videos, so I did not realize that the computer desk, like I thought the computer desk was for cameras, but your cameras. And it just clicked once I set it down and I sat here and I'm like, okay, camera view, and I put in I think I had two cameras when I started. And my son said something, I think, or maybe I was talking to somebody about it. And they're like, oh, yeah, you can look at some of the monuments. They all got cameras. So I did look up the codes for the cameras. I know there's another way. I think you have to go look at the camera and it'll tell you its name. Is that right? Um, but handy, handy. Ooh, now that road looks a little bare. That usually. Oh, do we hear anybody? Indo? It was just a bunch of crap despawned on the road, or somebody ran through just doing a real quick scrap run. Didn't want to run to Top Dome. And now it makes me nervous as hell. So it really blows my mind because I think I would have to go back and kind of look some of my videos over. But I think I mentioned that I was going to Dome and having pretty good luck on that, which this is the same server, different map, obviously. I skipped a wipe because I tried to come in. I think I didn't finish that earlier. I tried to come in to the same server. Um, it was so toxic. Like people already had main guns, and all they were doing was riding around. Is when the horses came out, I guess that because I don't think there was no, there wasn't horses on my first base, first wipe. Um, and they're just running around with horses with freaking AKs, ARs, and killing everybody. Looking for people farming, looking for people doing scrap runs, just destroying. Dude, I died like 3 runs in a row, and had to respawn on the beach because somebody had broken into my base and destroyed my sleeping bag. So I was like, you know what? I'm just not in the mood for this. And but the fact this one I joined in and he already had a base built, so I did not have to really do that. And we've had really good luck here. Like I said, I've hit Dome 20 times. We've actually got crate off of Dome multiple times. Um, got a few, two supply drops, air supply drops off. I think we got one each out of the crate actually up here. I think we got, did we get crate at power too? No, we did the monument at power. That was actually surprisingly somewhat easy. Like I can definitely do that solo. Um, and like I think there's 9 people on right now. I'm not going to go to it because I don't have the streamer block on at the moment. I was having trouble seeing something, and my son was like, "Oh, you must have the streamer mode on." It's like, I went looking through menus. I was like, "Oh, yes, I do." Oh, because I was looking to give him a sleeping bag or something. I was like, "I can't find you. What's your name?" I didn't even know you could see people's real name in the first game, I guess. Or couldn't figure out why I couldn't see who they were. But I wasn't really concerned. Like I said, I'm not a big PvP or like even I play a lot of Elder Scrolls. Like I have some videos on my channel, uh, but I'm a PvE. Like I kind of dislike, and I mentioned this before, that you build all this stuff up and then it's just gone, and you got to start completely over again on your base. That I think it's which is okay-ish, but couldn't they reset just the map and leave the bases? And if you decided, this base has done its stuff, you could go start another base and then transport stuff, which you might lose a little here and there, but and then start over. And then just let that one decay and somebody else can come along and build there. Or you can go back later. and improve what you did. Like I wish there, I don't know. Isn't there like a I mean, they got that other one, but that's just a live server. It's not, I don't know, still wipes or whatever, still people on it. Like, and I'm not saying I want to play one that doesn't have people, although it'd be kind of cool because then you could like do the monuments, like maybe just beef up the scientist presence, tank president, helicopter runs, whatever. Um, but you could also obviously build some kick butt bases. I, I have one other little thing I want to talk about before I get off here. Let me switch that view up. Oh, that was loudish, kind of. Okay, loading. I'll be around. I'm definitely not going to casino. That thing is freaking annoying. That's going to be loud because of that fire. See if anybody's recycling something. Nah, everything's quiet as heck. Um, I see similar base designs, right? Like, let's see, which one was it? Was it this one? Oh, can't really see it now. But like that big base over there with the windmills. Um, oh, that's just loud. And that's the downside of windmills, flame turrets, uh, auto turrets, somewhat, although they're not nearly as loud. But when that windmill's cranking, oh my lord! But I had some kid came by here, um, and I think I shot him, but then I got him up. He didn't have anything, and he got on the mic and he says, "Hey, what's this base design?" So I was kind of checking it out a little bit, not looking up base designs, but just like what people had said about it and stuff. I didn't watch any videos, but I guess they have specific, like, are these tested and true designs? Because I literally have helped loot two of the big, massive ones with the rings and all the auto turrets, and like you just run them out of bullets and go in and take all the stuff out of the boxes. It's crazy. Like the Raiders blew open the front, and then they were, oh, that's what happened. No, so we were trying to get the Raiders because we knew that they were getting a bunch of good loot out of the big base. So they had built a raid base with an auto turret and a generator, which, hey, cool, new idea. All right, not really something I'm like. I'm not a big raider, like I said, because Levi was like, oh, we could do something like that. We could build a raid base to raid the raid base, and then we could get all the stuff out of the big base. I'm like, but it just but the game lagged. It was hard lagging, like, and then it got really bad. Then it didn't do anything for a minute, and then all of a sudden the server dropped, and it literally said there were no servers available. So the entire freaking Rust server system reset. Thank God we didn't lose much. We stayed on. I ran to the gas station and came back, and it had just come back on. My son had already popped up and grabbed the stuff off my body because I was running back to our base with a load of it wasn't great stuff, but it's just some of the extra. We didn't get any sulfur. We didn't get any ARs. I don't think we got any ARs. Plenty of Thompson, but those things are dime a dozen in here. I'm realizing Thompsons, MP5s. What's the other one? Custom SMGs. Like so many. I must have recycled like 20 of each of those, at least. Stupid. But some of them were broken, some of them were half whatever. I kept a handful just so we had plenty around the base, but like I don't see a point of having a box. Like I opened a box. Sorry, thought I heard my son. He should be asleep. Anyway, It's I've been on nights, and it's a weird schedule. And I woke up at 7 last night because I was gonna go help my partner at work. He's doing on a Lowe's project, different Lowe's project than what I'm doing right now. Um, but they kind of busted him out because it's supposed to be a two-man team, and he does it himself because he's just a superstar, a rock star, I think is what they called him. He said, tooting his own horn a little bit, but yeah, he's good, and he doesn't. He damn, like he'll go days without sleep. He like goes to like California, Hawaii, like crazy stuff sometimes. So um, pays good though, and he's still younger. He's in his 40s, um, maybe in his 40s. He might be in his 30s, late 30s, early 40s. Yeah, I want to say 30s now, actually. Anyway, totally off the freaking topic. So these bases, like, are there like some crazy designs, like a bunch of designs? Like, am I building my own new designs? Like, should I name them? I think that's weird. I think if I do find like an ultimate base and like just have massive crews trying to get me and they can't, then I think I would name that. I haven't really had anybody seriously try to raid us since the first few days of building. Um, and I'm wondering if some of them are some of the same players from 2 wipes ago on the same server. Like, do the people generally stay on the same servers? Like, oh, I like this server, and the map keeps changing, and and I see some of the same people and like some of the same allies. I don't know. I'm not part of the bigger Rust community, I guess. I know there's a whole Rustrition thing, like, uh, and I may have to use some of that, or at least watch a couple videos. Like, what does a RAN switch do? What's a XOR switch do? Like, I just don't know. Like, I understand the concept of some of them. Like, some of them, if the switch is off, it still has power out of this port, and if it's on, it has power out of this port, and you could do things with that. I can figure that stuff out, but like the linkage and how and what, and like even now, sometimes I will log in and my light switch is on and my lights are not on. So I grab my wire tool. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell happened? How did I lose power? So I go straight to my batteries. My batteries, you got to have that power. And I'm like, what the heck? Where? Oop, that was not the right door. I'm like, what's going on? It's on, lights off, it's dark, and I point the wiring tool there, and it says 0 power. And then I point the wire tooling here, and it says 0 power. And then I go down here, and it says, I know I've got 2 going to the HBF sensor, so it's 10, because it's coming out of the battery, right? So then I only get 9, because you lose 1. And it says 10 at the bottom. And then I go look, HBF sensor, 2, and it's on. I go back here, 0. So I take the wire tool, I disconnect the wire, I rerun the wire, bam, lights are on. Anybody know what the hell? Like, I understand it's probably just a glitch in the program, something, but is there a way to not have to do that almost every time I log in? Anyway, let me know in the comments. But welcome to my base 2.0. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. I know I really don't have any, but at some point be cool. And everybody have a great day.